This lesson will help you free the muscles on the inside of your legs and give you a chance to rotate your spine and restore independent motion of the pelvis and the ribs. Lie on your back and feel your contact with the floor. Notice where you are giving your weight to the floor and where you are lifting away. Now stretch each of your arms away from you out at each side so that the hands and the elbows are at about shoulder height. You can roll your head to look and check the positioning of your hands if you like, making sure that they're out at about 90 degrees if that's comfortable for you. Leaving them resting there on the floor, bend your knees with your feet flat on the floor and shoulder width apart. So now, from that position, in which the knees are pointing to the ceiling, open them away from each other so that you're rolling towards the outside edges of your feet a little bit. And then pull them back together. So you will feel the adductors, muscles of the inner thighs being stretched as you open your knees and contracting as you close them again. So do that a few times, just noticing how that is. The next time they're back in the middle, move the knees together as a pair to the right. So point both of your knees to the right and let them hang out there to the side. Now leaving the right knee where it is, take your left knee and pull it back to the left, keeping the foot on the floor. Roll over the foot and put it away from the right knee as far as you can go, making sure that you do not move the right knee. And then bring the left knee back to the right. Several times go back and forth with the left knee, making sure that your right knee doesn't move. You can even touch your right knee to make sure that it isn't moving, if that helps. See if each time the left knee goes, it can move out a little bit further before the right knee wants to move. See if you can find a way to teach yourself to let your legs open up the muscles of the inner thighs more than you are perhaps habitually allow them to. As we have a habit in our culture of clenching these muscles together, which can affect the orientation of the spine and compress the pelvis. So after you've played with that a bit, let your legs go long, leave it and take a rest. Now come back to that movement, and the next time you pull your left leg to the left, keep on going, keep it moving until the right knee has to follow. Let it follow so then both of your knees are pointing to the left. Now start to take your right leg back by itself. Pull it away from the left leg as far as you can. See how far you can go without moving the left leg. Go back and forth with the right leg like this, moving it away from the left and back, leaving the left leg quiet as much as possible. And leave that and rest. Now alternate taking your knees from one side to the other, letting both move one at a time. So one leg will pull actively until the other leg has to follow along. Keep your feet heavy on the floor, noticing how the pelvis moves as the knees go from one side to the other, one after the other, pointing to the left and then to the right. Or your knees go from side to side in this way, with one leg actively pulling the other. Let your head roll in the opposite direction so you feel a pleasant twist throughout your spine. Now see if you can let your eyes look at your hands. So as both knees are to the right, try and look at something on your left hand. You can poke a finger up if that helps to be able to see it. As you point both knees in the other direction, let your head roll to look at the other hand. During the movement, the knees should be close together while at the sides and wide open in the middle when they're facing the ceiling. Let it be a pleasant, delicious movement. One knee actively pulls, the entire body opens up towards the ceiling, pelvis is open, the face is to the ceiling, and you twist to a close at the sides with the knees coming together again and the head moving in the opposite direction. Bring them to the ceiling again and close in a twist to the sides. The farther you rotate the body to the sides, the more you'll feel the ribs opening, the ribs becoming involved in a pleasant stretch. Feel the coordination and the opposition that this movement invokes. I'll leave that all. Let your arms and legs go long. Rest on the floor, noticing the contact of your back and your pelvis with the ground. Enjoy the sensation, the fullness of the contact against the floor. And when you're ready, stand up and go for a walk, noticing any changes in your movement.